Hello friends, I'm Lokesh, your mentor at mentorbuddy.com. We have a question based on time and work. It says A and B can finish a work in 10 days while B and C can do it in 18 days. A started the work, worked for 5 days, then B worked for 10 days and the remaining work was finished by C in 15 days. In how many days could C alone have finished the work? So let us see how we can solve this question. So as it is given in the question, A and B can finish a work in 10 days. So let me assume that A can complete the task alone in A days, B can complete the task alone in B days, and C can complete the task alone in C days. When A and B are working together, I can take 1 upon A is A's 1 day work, 1 upon B as B's 1 day work, and 1 upon C as C's 1 day work. So therefore, according to the first equation, I can say A's 1 day work plus B's 1 day work is equal to their 1 day work, which is equal to 1 upon 10. So this is my first equation. Similarly, we can say this for B and C as well. So it is B's 1 day work, C's 1 day work is equal to their 1 day work. And this is my equation number 2. Now it is given that A started the work for 5 days. So if A's 1 day work is 1 upon A, so A's 5 days work is 5 upon A. Then B worked for 10 days. If B's 1 day work is 1 upon B, so for 10 days his work is 10 upon B. And the remaining work was finished by C in 15 days. So C works for 15 days and the work gets finished. So this is my third equation. Now the question is, if C works alone, in how much time will he finish the work? So we need to determine the value of C using these equations. So we can simply solve these equations and get the answer. Because there are 3 variables in 3 equations, it is absolutely sufficient to get the answer. So what we do, probably in equation third, we can put the value of A and B in terms of C so that we can get the answer. Also, now as we look at this method, this is having equations in terms of fractions. So solving the fractional values becomes a little more difficult. So here also, instead of using this unitary method, we can again try and adopt a method that we call as total work method. Let us see what it is. So in this, what we can do is you can assume the total work to be a multiple of given values in the question. As we can see in the question, the values are 10, 10, 18 and 15. So let me assume a random value of total work to be 180 units. Now A and B working together can finish the work in 10 days. So I can say A plus B working together for 10 days finishes 180 units of work. So I can say A and B can finish 180 by 10, that is 18 units of work in a day. Similarly, B and C can finish 180 by 18, that is 10 units of work in one day. And now it is given that A worked for 5 days, so it is 5A plus B works for 10 days, 10B plus C finishes the remaining work in 15 days and therefore the work gets finished, that is 180. So as you can see, it is still the same way of representation, but now instead of the fractional method we have all the equations in linear form, and thus replacing the values becomes much more easier. So by using the first two equations, I can get the value of A and B in terms of C. And if I put the values in the third equation, I will be getting 10 times of, if I put b in terms of c, it will be 10 times of 10 minus c plus 15c is equal to 180. And if I try and put the value of a in terms of b, that is 18 minus b, so this becomes 5 times of 18 minus b. Again, I have to replace this b in terms of c, so it becomes 5 times of 18 minus b becomes 10 minus c, and rest of the equation is 100 minus 10c plus 15c is equal to 180. Please understand, the equation should be solved very carefully so that we do not get a wrong answer by any chance. So it becomes 5 into 18, that is 90 minus 5c, sorry, it is plus 5c minus 50 plus 100, and these two values gives me 5c is equal to 180. So now it is 90 minus 50, that is 40, plus 100, that is 140, and then 5c and 5c gives me 10c is equal to 180. If I rearrange the values, I get c is equal to 40, 180 minus 140, that is 40, divided by 10. That means c can finish 4 units in a day. Or now, to finish the complete work, that is 180, how much time will C take? C will take 180 divided by 4, and this becomes 4 4s are 16, 25, and hence the time taken by C alone to finish the work becomes 45 days. Hence your answer becomes option number C. So this is how we can solve a question which involves people maybe 2 or 3. Now, as we have seen, solving an equation in this manner becomes much quick and easier as compared to solving it in this manner. Though both the answers or both the methods will give us the same answer. So it depends upon your approach to the question, you will still get the correct answer. I hope everyone has understood both the methods. Thank you.